Ha ha ha.
Yo, let it rock. We on all streaming platforms right now.
All of them?
All of them.
HBO Max?
Yo, all of them.
Netflix?
Yo, we in this bitch.
Hulu?
Yo, we there.
Amazon Prime?
Yo, man. Yo, man.
Disney Plus.
On it.
YouTube?
Yo, man.
No, we ain't on YouTube.
Pornhub?
Yo, is the faculty showing up?
Hold on, I'm sharing that thing out now. I gotta get a better photo. Y'all shit lit.
I know, ain't it though? Yo, but that's because I saw y'all's last time, and I was like, oh, I gotta change mine.
Switch my shit up. I don't even know how to do it, but it's gonna get fucking done.
I can tell you exactly how to do it.
Niggas on the red carpet. Niggas coming from the Met Gala.
Nah, you got your Sub-Zero shit on?
Finish him.
Yeah, that. Airdrop this to the goddamn Mac right now. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, all right. Did y'all hear all that racket?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was me airdropping. I was like, oh, I don't like that. It don't
It's like you really
that.
dropped something out of the air.
Right. Let me see. Edit audio avatar, right? Yeah, buddy.
What's on display? This is changing in real time.
Hold on, let me see. That ain't right. That's right. What is that? No. Let's go download. Yeah. What the fuck is this? Where is the shit I just had? Face ass. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Not I said the cat. Hey, wait a yeah, check that out. There we go. There we go. Face ass.
There I go.
Damn. Now we just start the thing so nobody can see it.
The people that's listening on the downloads have no idea what's happening right now.
Nah, man, just know that right before your very eyes, BT Kingsley
Thing
just
on up.
just upgraded his photo quality, man, on his avatar, man. Just know. Matter of fact, why are we still showing avatars?
I know, man. Hey, man, let's get on it. Let's get on it.
Say less. Say less. Oh, that's the back of my computer. That's the back of my computer.
Uh-oh.
Nah,
New type of technical difficulties.
Boom. Boom.
There we go. Look at that. Look at here.
There you go.
Hey, man, y'all look good, man. Y'all look like y'all had a refreshing morning or something.
Hey, man, it's good to see y'all, brothers, man. Good to
Hell
see
yeah.
you. Hey, man, we only a few weeks away, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
only a few weeks away, man.
Yo, man. We'll be a few weeks away from, though.
Got that amazing weekend, man. First live show, Black T University. You know what, Doc? I feel like a Super Saiyan, nigga. Like I did with every comedy show, my powers grow a little stronger.
Yeah.
This shit finna be fantastic.
It feel like it's almost go time, which means it's almost showtime, and it's no time like showtime, man. And it's about to get a whole time, and you get a whole time and no time, baby.
Already
I
bars.
don't know what none of that meant, but when you keep saying it like that, it just sounds like you saying something important.
Baby. Hell yeah. Hey, man, they hitting me about it, too.
Hey, man,
They hitting me.
it's no money like whole money, man. It's slow money, but it's for show money. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited, man. You know, it's great too, man. Just in general, Sac Punchline is like one of my favorite clubs, bro.
Word.
I mean, it's just always a good time in there. Lance, didn't you shoot a special in there also?
Yes.
We've all shot a special in that club.
Yeah. So what happened? You know what happened with that was, this was my first time headlining that club, and I had somebody come out and film it. It was a 2-camera shoot, and it turned out so good. It was just kind of on YouTube. And then, Kev on stage is like, "Yo, I got this app, right?" And then I was like, "I got this special," and he was like, And he's like, "What?" And then we made that happen. So yeah. And then that's when you realize, like specials really just be a set.
It really just be a good set.
Yeah.
Man, it's kind of like when you're special, it's special. Because everybody ain't special.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact. No, that's a huge fact. That is a huge fact, though, man. What you over there eating, Mike? What you got, man?
Yo, man, you know me, man. I got the vegan breakfast tacos with onions, cherry tomatoes, a little bit of vegan sausage, lettuce, green onions,
Yeah, man.
little vegan eggs. We here.
Did the just eggs? Are the just eggs in the mix?
Hey, we didn't use those this morning. We saving those because I don't want to overdo them. So we saving it to the weekend when we had the McGriddles.
Special occasion.
Hell yeah, man.
Some just niche eggs.
Oh, man. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all. Look at this. I need y'all. I don't know if y'all even eat regular eggs regularly, but I want you to try just eggs. And they not paying me for this, which they should be. But I want to see, is the taste similar to y'all? Because I ain't had eggs in probably, like I said, 10 years. So it tastes identical of how I remember.
Right.
So I want y'all to taste it and let me know. And y'all can wait, man. Maybe we meet up. I'll drop y'all off some just eggs. Make your life convenient.
I had just eggs not too long ago. I went to McDonald's and got breakfast. And I know them ain't eggs. So there's gotta be that's gotta be damn close. I know for a fact them ain't eggs. I didn't see the carton they come in.
Ain't no way in the world them is eggs.
The egg on the deluxe breakfast, that's eggs. But on the sandwiches, them ain't eggs.
Hey man, look at this, man. We got a lot on the thing tonight, man. So today, I'm jumping right into it because there's some stuff I really want to talk about. Welcome everybody. Black Tea University episode number 46. 46 times plus we've done this. Mikey Winfield here with.
Hey man, BT Kingsley, man, you know what it is.
Hey guys, Wayans Woods. Thank you all for attending.
Absolutely. Look at this, man. Damn it. I don't know if I even want to start here, but yo, man, this isn't where I want to start, but I'm starting here just because. Yo, Charles Barkley said he was leaving inside the NBA.
What? What? Wait, what?
Yeah, man. Barkley said he's like, it ain't even fun no more. You can't even say stuff or you will get canceled. And he said something, I think he said something about San Antonio women, like he been saying for years.
Yeah.
And he might have said more because he just speaks freely and openly and it's fun. It seems like it's not malicious, but they talking like they said they came to him and warned him about some of the things he was talking about. And I heard via news that he said he was leaving inside the NBA.
Yo, I hate everybody. Let me tell you something. Wasn't a fan of Charles Barkley as a basketball player. After watching him, I was like, oh no, this guy's really good. But like just when he was playing, I was just like, oh, Charles, right? Wasn't a huge fan of his like political views at times. Charles has probably pissed me off a few times. But inside the NBA, bro. And I'm willing to say that if you are a hoop fan and you stand on certain principles as a colored person, right? And you've seen Charles Barkley speak, you had a hate-love relationship with him for a while, but it might have made you hear other people out or not have such a disdain for him because of you loving him this way. Because I love him on Inside the NBA, I could allow somebody to have political views that I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I love you over here, so my uncle just crazy type shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's wild.
Hey, man, it's wild because, I mean, yo, we know them for over probably 20 years. Probably that's 20 years on that format. Chemistry, bananas, takes out the box. It's just fun. It's like, that's just like taking good old-fashioned fun away. Now, this cancel culture stuff, man, is a conversation, man, but are people really hurt by Barkley's words? I can't speak on that.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. And okay, so this is a quote from Charles Barkley. It says, "You can't even have fun nowadays without these characters trying to get you canceled. I'm trying to hang on for another couple of years until I'm 60, and then they can kiss my ass."
Okay.
It says Charles Barkley sounded off after Turner higher-ups put an end to his long-running joke mocking women of San Antonio.
Oh my God, are you serious?
So what they're saying is he can no longer mock San Antonio women or joke about women in San Antonio.
I hate everybody, bro. I fucking hate everybody. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what yeah. TMZ reported it as such. Just the headline. Charles Barkley told he can't joke about fat woman on Inside the NBA anymore.
Hey, funniest headline of the year.
I know. That's so trash. Cause here's the thing, you guys. Golly, man, we finna, man, listen. Charles Barkley has something that we did not know he had. That nigga's funny, bro. That nigga's like, Like I'd be watching his off the cuff. You know, sometimes a lot of these, give or take the commentators, they might be pulling jokes from another reference point, or they might be using some old jokes of their grandfathers. Man, let me tell you something. This nigga Charles Barkley funny than a motherfucker. That nigga's funny, bro. And he understands like comedy timing and essence and the energy. Like he gets it. And I just don't like. It's so whack.
And he's like kind of like he talks kind of stupid.
Yeah,
adds to the humor.
Yes,
where he messing up words
too.
He be messing up words and stumbling and repeating himself. And first of all, Ernie, it's like could the exact what he like he started off something. He said, now I don't know this for sure, but it's I'm 100% sure, but I don't know if it's a fact all the way. He's like, what are you talking about? He does that kind of stuff all the time.
Man,
go ahead, Mike.
I'm almost taking this personally. I'm taking this to the point where like I feel like we bring something special to a lot of on television things. And this is by far one of them. This funnier than so many regular shows that's on air. I'm almost to the point where I would sign, and this could go against me. This could hurt me in the future, even by saying this. But I would sign the petition to get rid of the people who want to get rid of Barkley.
I'm signing that bitch too.
Yeah, man.
Show me the dotted line.
Here's the crazy part. It's only 4 fat bitches. That's the problem. It's not like hella people. It's 4 irritated, hungry chicks in San Antonio.
So you saying that's what happened? They wrote a letter and they was like, he needs to stop writing letters about us.
This is making me feel a
It's not true. I know I was on that show.
Why you say that? Because, bro, here's the balance of a human being, right? If Charles is just always taking attacks and jabs at people in San Antonio or women in San Antonio, all right, cool. But that's not what he does. He also consistently is the butt of jokes. Consistently, he is told you don't have a championship. Consistently, when they start talking about champions, yeah, me and Kenny know about this. Chuck don't know about. Like, now how you think Charles Barkley's mental health is having to hear them talk about he don't have a championship? Every time it comes to get a championship, they tell him you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
and they hit him with all the fat jokes too.
All the fat jokes and little memes of him eating donuts and a pile of donuts and his joy. Come on, bro.
I want to hear from the sensitive people right now. Where's all these sensitive people that don't like people? What do you want to watch? Tell me who you like. All you sensitive ass bitches just trying to cancel greatness out there. Tell me what you want to see and who you enjoy, so I can tell you about them. Because whoever you watch that don't offend you, guess what? They offend me.
Oh, I'm super offended. I'm so offended.
Well, and the ones who are mad at Charles Barkley are probably eating right now.
Yeah, it's about lunch, brunch, dinner time.
Yeah.
Yo, I hate it when Kenny got something else to do and he ain't there. Like, if they ain't all there, man, it just
right. I mean, you like Draymond Green, but it ain't the same.
It ain't the same. And bro, not only that, don't get it twisted. This show is revolution. I have consistently sat people down that do not watch basketball, that don't know nothing about basketball, that watch Inside the NBA and are thoroughly entertained. Because it's an Emmy award-winning show. The show's fucking phenomenal, bro.
Okay, man, I want to transition this same conversation. And where do you guys stand on how you feel about personal cancellation?
Like, you mean like I'm real big on canceling like after that free trial is up, you know, it'd be like you got 7-day free trial, and I'm really big on canceling at day 6 because I don't want to get my card charged because I ain't even watched this shit like that in those 6 days. It was just a show I wanted to see, and I took advantage of it.
I do it the first day, man. After I book it, I cancel it so the charge won't go on my card in 30 days.
Yeah.
You got anything you wait? Like, I'm gonna wait till this season of the Godfather Harlem on Epic. As soon as that's all the way done, I'm gonna sign up for that Epics. Probably about 5 days in after I finish it. Boom, I'm done with that. And then if they catch you, you know, sometimes I'll just do like another email address.
Hell yeah. Hey, do you change your name when you change your email address?
Oh, I don't know. I probably should.
Yeah. Y'all got the secret email?
No.
Me either.
Not at all.
Yeah, I challenge anybody, bro. Go if you do not have to like basketball. Go turn on Inside the NBA and just watch the commentary. I dare you to watch 2 episodes and tell me it's not fucking hilarious. I dare you.
Yeah, you know they're mad at Kevin Hart right now.
Who is?
The world.
The world. I don't
the
know
cancelers.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it. The world, cancelers, cancel culture. I don't know how to describe it, but you know, he was on Breakfast Club a few days ago, and he was talking about
black people and police.
No, that's not why they was mad at him. He was talking about his movie Fatherhood. That's supposed to come out tomorrow on Netflix.
Yes,
and then basically he went on like I don't want to call it a rant. I don't know. He was just talking about cancel culture.
Right.
And, you know, people don't like when people, especially people in what they feel like to be a privileged place, talk about anything that bothers them. So, you know, in that same vein, Kevin Hart was talking about, like, you know, cancel stuff and like, you know, what he basically saying, like, what do y'all want?
Yeah.
Amen.
You know?
Right. I see the decline in quality work that doesn't push certain limits because of fear. I see it in real time. I see comics that are like, and I see also there's times when you can do that within yourself. Like, it's like, all right, do I even want the drama from saying it like this? I can get my same point across and say it like this. But man, where am I? I just lost my thought.
You said you see it in real time.
Yeah, man, I just see people veering away from the fear of doing what they would instinctually do. And I see it losing in the quality of art.
You want to hear, like, okay, so I'll tell you a story. We had a show last night. I'll tell you a story and remove all names from it, right? But I mean, I guess I could tell names, but I don't think it matters. But comic tells a joke last night.
Michael Calvin.
Comic tells a joke last night. Maybe okay. Let me set this up. All right, cool. Comic tells a joke last night. This show is like a I guess it's like a Juneteenth celebration, but it's at like a restaurant bar.
Gotcha.
Right. So it's 100-something people in there, but it's like it's still a bar setting. But you know what I mean? Like think boxing donkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think that, right? But the crowd's listening. It's not you're not fighting the audience. So boom, think that comic goes up, tells joke. And the joke is basically like I was out with my boy. When I left, he texted me good night. Or he like when we got home, he's like text me like hope you got home safe, good night. And I was like, yeah, you can't text another grown man good night. That was the joke. There wasn't yeah. I mean I think he said something like that. He said that don't make you gay, but like it was
Hey, BT, you funny. You funny, man. You funny, man. Go ahead, Lance.
I don't like telling other people's jokes and I don't be remembering all of the beats to it. But just know that the gist of the joke was my boy told me good night, and you know what I mean, that don't make you gay, but that's against man code and don't do that. Right? The organizer of the show approaches him and was like, yo, somebody here who's important, I guess, is gay or has a gay flourish. I don't know. And he says, can you go back on stage and apologize? For that. Look, now he's hosting the show. Right? So he's back, he's up and down. And he's like then he's like, yo, what should I do? I said, nothing. And I said, look, man, if you feel led to apologize, because as a comic, there's a way to apologize, but you kind of did within the joke. You kind of did tiptoe all around I know it's Pride Month. Ain't nothing wrong. You already done all of that dancing that watered down the joke anyway. So I was like, look, man, if you're going to apologize, don't do it before I go up. Do that shit later. If you're going to apologize, wait till the end of the night when you're saying goodnight and do a general like, yo, we was just having fun. I hope nobody offended by that. If you're going to do that, but don't come back up and be like, I told that joke that was that might have been offensive to anyone who just sucked a dick, and for that, I apologize. Now, his next comic coming to the stage is like,
hey, man, is it possible they wanted him to apologize because he wasn't wearing a suit? Is that possible? Hey, man, you know what? I think people actually have been offended in comedy shows for decades, but now we have given them power in the last few years to make noise, and that affects dollars. Because you think being offended by jokes just started? Nah, man, like go back and watch Def Jam. Oh, it's the funniest, most out of bounds comedy one can ever enjoy. It's like what I was raised on, and I could identify where I'm like, oh, somebody not gonna like that, but that's why I loved it. Like that's why I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna do a version of comedy one day. Like these type of things I saw. So it's like, man, they've already given so much power to the bloggers. And I just think, man, if you are owner or a show producer, you know who you booking on your show.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get, and that's the show. You pay for the show, that's the show. Just don't come back if you don't like this artist.
Question, right? Here we go, guys. So, and it's really hard to speak for how someone else takes something, right? But when you hear something, how much is really like, yo, that was hateful towards gay people. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, I don't believe in the term homophobia as just I don't think that's a real thing.
Right.
But that's another discussion. But if we just talking about people saying things that are hateful towards gay people, how much of that do you hear in comedy? Hateful.
I would say definitely more, less now than before. Obviously, I've heard. Here's the thing. But let me answer the question now. Let Mike answer it. I would say less now. Like I've heard things that are a little disdainful or came from a place of like visceralness, right? Like that came from like just this weird space from inside from other comments. I'm just like, well, that was aggressive. You're clearly hiding something, sir.
Okay, so you make me think I need to open my mind because I don't recall hate. I recall playful. I recall like some effed up things. But as far as like, I want you to die because you're gay, like that level of comedy, no. I've heard some out of bounds type of things I would consider like, oh, that's crazy or that's wrong. But as far as like where it gives me that internal feeling like, yo, that dude hates gay people.
But we're in a space where we hear comedy where people say, live your life, right? I'm talking pre-live your life. Bro, why would you do blah 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 blah? Like I'm talking the questioning, attacking space that might have existed, which is different than where we are now, which is, yo, man, everybody do what you want to do. Here's an interesting observation I had though, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just it's just a curious thought of mine because when you're talking about cancel culture, right? Or these things, what is it around?
Right.
Like, okay, what has changed as far as what can you quote unquote say and not say anymore that you would be able to say? Is it just gay stuff? Is it woman stuff? Because clearly you can say all the same shit about black people.
So has anything else really been altered in which you can and can't say?
Well, no, you can't say whatever you want about black people because what's the name got canceled for that? Michael Richards got canceled for saying the N-word. We just see
Michael Richards got canceled because he was on stage just like because that would be considered hate. Like if you take out nigger and put in something about gay people or women, like no, it'd be the same thing. Because there was no jokes, there was no material. It's just like if this was back in the day, I'd stick a fork in you, nigger. It's like, where's the punchline?
But okay, so now
is it possible he was just working out bits and he never quite got to the funny part?
Yo, and Mike, if I remember correctly, that nigga had a suit on.
No. Loose shirt, no jacket. He had no tie. It wasn't complete.
Hence cancellation.
All right, so now I go into what we was talking about. What I was gonna say a second ago. I live in a very balanced space. But let me pose a question first. When you're in the comedy space, in the comedy realm, what are you first? Right? Because we all hold a lot of different titles. You're Mike's a father. We're black men. We're you're married. You're single. You're heterosexual. You're a comic. You're da 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 da. When you're in the comedy space, what's first?
I don't know if I've ever thought about it in those terms.
I know, man.
So for me,
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say for me, I'm a comic first. When I'm in the comedy space, I'm a comedian first, and I kind of view everything from a comedian prism. So I've had conversations with black people where they get upset by my stance, which is very simple, cut and dry, down the line. I don't care what you say on stage. I don't care. You could say whatever you want. Just so we're clear, this is for all the black people that have an issue with this. I'm talking about white people also saying the N-word. I'm okay, bro. I'm okay.
Did you have this talk with Deion Cole?
I didn't. No.
Oh, no, bro. Look, I was me and Deion Cole was working together in San Francisco. And he was like, I'm gonna give you the best advice Chris Rock ever gave me. And he said, Chris Rock said, you a comic first. He said, I know you a father, you an actor, you a writer, but you a comic first. Yeah. And you being a comic first will help shape all those other things.
Yes. And now, mind you, I also agree that when you say something, you gotta kind of stand on that. If you say it on the stage, and whatever response comes to you, that's yours to deal with.
Like a punch,
like a shot, like anything, nigga. If a nigga throw a pack of ninja stars at you, nigga, and you don't make it through this set, bro, that shit was kind of hilarious. Like,
the whole pack, he don't take them out. He just throw the whole pack in
the whole pack.
Yeah. So because what you're saying is what should be real. Freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence, and you got to deal with the consequences of the things that you say. But as a man or as an adult, you have to be willing to stand on the shit that you say and that you believe.
Absolutely.
But the problem is, don't nobody want to stand on shit, and that's why everybody be like moving around. It's like it's not about what happens; it's about who did it, and that will determine how they feel about it. It's who said it, not what was said.
Yeah.
Like if BT my nigga, and I don't really fuck with Mike like that, if they say the same thing, I fuck with BT, but see Mike on that other shit. It's like they just said the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of this shit works. A lot of even the cancel stuff is like, I mean, y'all watching that, right? Like y'all know that y'all watching the same thing, right?
Right. So like from that space, I allow people to create from whatever space they're creating from, because let's just say something very specific. Michael Richards, or any other person that you want to cancel for something that they've said on stage, right? The reality is they're just not good at comedy.
You know what?
They're not good at comedy, bro. I have heard hilarious molester jokes, hilarious jokes about niggas from white people. I have heard it, bro, and I'm like, I've heard funny rape shit. I've heard it all, bro. I'm like, that's
no
funny.
Look, I agree with what you're saying, but they're also trying to cancel people who are talented if you allow it. Like, talented people say shit with purpose.
Yes.
Said for this way for a reason, man. If you go in this, like, I mean, man, Chris Rock opened in Tambourine. I think he opened with about wanting to see more white kids shot or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, if that's not on the list, it's just certain. I mean, they can come after him, but you can't cancel Chris Rock. You can try to, but he said it with purpose. He's a great comedian, and if you don't like it, just don't buy his tickets.
And fucking Chappelle with Sticks and Stones Rock with Tambourine, Bird did one. Like they all kind of showed you what amazing comedy looks like. Now, what I would say the issue might be, there's too many comedians.
Okay.
And a lot of them ain't good. And or there's too many people that are trying to hide understanding or things that they say under the auspice of comedy.
Yes.
Like, oh, you work on radio being funny and this is like your default. Or you work on TV or whatever being funny and this is your default. So it's like, there's always going to be a subset of people that are offended or bothered, right? Like I'll give you, I was talking to Chinadu the other day.
Chinadu!
Yeah, Chinadu Unaka. And he said he was doing a college and he did a bit about something to do with Bill Cosby. The joke's not pro-rape or anything like that. Like it actually acknowledges all the beats, whatever. I haven't heard the beat, but he's telling me, he's like, he's doing a college and some girl gets offended and he just kind of sees what's wrong with her. And he's like, yo, what's up? She was like, I didn't like the Bill Cosby joke. It just kind of rape. He was like, that joke wasn't pro-rape. What are you talking about? He was like, you just tuned out after a certain moment and just didn't hear everything after you heard the name Bill Cosby. He was like, and that's not, he's like, there's nothing funny about this is that. But then you laughed at all the joke about slavery and black people. He was like, there's also nothing funny about that. It's just like, no, nigga, I'm funny. Like, you can find a healthy balance in if you're a good comedian, you know how to navigate these waters. Everybody shouldn't be in the water. Some niggas need to stay on the land.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And comics are faced with the people. We're face to face with the consequences. This is why we should be given more leeway.
Yeah.
That's just crazy, bro. This shit is borderline not fun no more. Or is it the most fun ever because niggas are scared?
Hey, man. Hey, look, this is what I think, man, too. You remember that, you know this person's heart theory? Like, you know their heart. Yo, I just know who I know. And I know that from what I know of them, they're not hateful people.
Yes.
So whatever they say, like if I have to challenge them and say, hey, what point are you trying to get out in this joke? I understand it. But I don't have that fear at all. Yeah. Like I ain't thinking about like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't. I'm just kind of like, yo, I'm going to tell this joke and that's just going to be like right now, man, this ain't even a joke. I'm looking for a girlfriend. My wife know about this. I'm looking for a girlfriend.
That segment is fucking hilarious. If we just cut out, I'm looking for a girlfriend and my wife know about this and just took that chunk, that's fucking gold.
Hey, man, this ain't a joke. I don't know. I guess
keep going. This is great.
I'm going somewhere else. Hey, man, I don't know if y'all aware of rental car prices right now. So I'm trying to get a little thing that work at some rental car location because rental cars is bananas right now. So I got my mask on and I'm talking to this girl and she's like, where you headed? And I'm like, oh, comedy show. She's like, oh, who you going to see? I'm like, myself. She's like, oh my gosh. So man, now I'm like, all right, I'm going to strike, man. I'm going to make a move. Right. And hey man, look, my wife, she don't like the rental car prices either. So this is for both of us, man. And if it's like, if I'm gonna save my family money in the long run, there's sacrifices I have to make. And if one of them is beginning a relationship for the sake of lower car prices, oh man, my family means everything to me.
Hey man, and that's a burden. That's a cost that you got to carry. It's not something that you want to do, but you doing what must be done. That's what a man does for his family.
Protect and provide, baby.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And as a friend, I got some girls that may work.
Yo, man, I appreciate you in the both of you, as I always have, and you guys know that. You know that. I know that you guys will find what I need to do to lower these rates.
I'm gonna look for something for also, man. You know what I mean? Because you can't be everywhere at once. And if I have you know what I mean, a friend, and you got a friend.
Yeah.
I think we should all do that. I think we should all look for, you know what I mean, girlfriends that work at car stuff. It's like now it's business. This is just a Black Tea University.
It's business.
Yeah.
Just exactly.
Yes. Just
Hey.
Side note, just needs cute as fuck. That ain't got shit to do with what we talking about. But you said just needs eggs, and I was like, just needs cute as fuck.
Yo, check this out though. While we talking about the thing, I didn't even see this, right?
She hilarious also. She hilarious first.
Just Niche is fantastic.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Kevin Hart's Twitter rant?
Mm-mm.
Yes. About he's not funny.
Yes. Now I didn't see it, but I just got a text from my boy, and he was like, "Yo, did y'all see this?" Right now, BT, you didn't see it, so I'm gonna read it to you. It's 5 tweets.
Let's go.
Was actually the only tweet I seen was the last one.
Okay.
And he said the last one was J. Cole said it best. If you're laughing at a millionaire, the joke's on you. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Live, love, and laugh.
That's the last tweet.
That was the last tweet of
Okay.
the rant. But just side note, him saying live, love, laugh is very like hood radish. Like that's very like when I come to a trick house and they say live, laugh, love, I'm getting some pussy. Like this bitch is simple. Like that is just always like nigga, it's like, live, laugh, love. It's like nigga, what are you talking about?
No, have you been to their house? They all got that on the refrigerator, or they got that mirror with the 3 mirrors.
Yes. or it's like it's like candle, like mantles, like live, laugh, love. And it's like
yo,
ain't there I feel like there's a commercial right now. I think it's Geico. Is like, don't become your parents.
Yeah, that's the funniest. It's progressive.
A sign that says live, laugh, life. So, do you need this? Yes, I need this. And he throws it in the trash.
Progressive, right? That's progressive, right?
Progressive, yeah.
Yo,
the blanket too. They got the blanket. They be cozied up on there. Watching Amazon.
Live, laugh, love blanket.
Yeah, they got the blanket. It's like beige. Yeah.
All right, but okay. He has to cut that out. This is like, come on, man. All right, so these are a series of tweets, BT. I'm just gonna read them all like they spell or like they typed out. I rarely talk shit. Now these are Kev's tweets. Now I rarely talk shit, but I felt the need to today. Stop believing these headlines and read the actual articles. You guys fall for the banana in the tailpipe every damn time. You guys are what make this business fun, because it's not about getting to the top. It's about doing your best to stay on top after you get there. I have also turned my comedic talent into a place of business and branding and radio and other revenue streams. The hate / slander fuels me to do more.
Yeah,
I have been the highest grossing comedian in entertainment for years now. I have also been the highest grossing comedian in the box office with over $4 billion in earnings. The he's not funny slander is the best. This is for you. I have 3 stand-up comedy specials that fall in the top 10 highest grossing comedy specials of all time. 2 of my specials are in the top 3 of all time. In tweets.
Pop your shit, Kev.
Yo, all
Good.
right.
I like that. Bro, that's the direction I want to see more shit go. as slapping people with harsh realities. You know why? Because if you took a room of all the people that said Kevin Hart ain't funny, took them all, gathered them in probably a small 40-seater, right? You took them, you took all the people, right? First of all, it'd be one of the shows that he sold the least on ever because it ain't that many people. But take them all, take as many as you want. Put them in a room. Put Kevin on the lineup, or have a comedy show, right? And they're laughing. There's all their favorites, and then Kevin Hart walks on a fucking stage. They gonna fucking have a good time. They gonna get it today. You gonna learn today. They gonna get it today because Kevin Hart do not walk in rooms and do stand up and not be rocking. Still to this day, he's still one of the best. Working out shit. When he was working on the shit about his daughter, I was watching him work this material. Still one of the best, bro. And it ain't, you know how stand-up, y'all know how stand-up be. A part of it be the excitement, like, oh shit, Kevin Hart's here. And then the rest of it be, nah, this nigga's just rocking for a strong 40 minutes.
Man, what I think is where this comes from. One of the things I think this comes from is certain personality types open themselves up for criticism.
Yes.
And that's what I think happens. And I think he has one of those personality types that people can attack like that. And he comes back, at least he used to, in a vulnerable, like reachable way. So it just amplified, you know, and it was really just an attack, man. I mean, like literally, if you go by the numbers, if you go by the response, there's a billion more people that ain't saying that he's not funny. It's just turned into culture. It almost turned into a culture to say that. Because other people are saying that.
Lance, go, but then don't leave this subject.
No, no. Go ahead.
You know, man, like here's what I'm saying. Like, pick, I don't know who to pick. Pick a Chappelle. If people know somebody's gonna be like, you're not funny, and they're gonna be like, fuck you.
Right.
Kev was not the type to say that. He was more the type to say, why do you feel like that? You know, like it was that type of energy, personality type. And I just think when you open yourself up like that, you can be attacked that way.
And I'm willing to say that Kevin has always led in the essence of warm, fun, and business, right? When in reality, he a nigga from Philly, right? Because if you meet Kevin's like not like a bitch ass nigga or no shit like that, right? So the people that say this shit probably wouldn't say it in his face. Like, and I'm talking just Kev as a human being, even as small as he is, he doesn't move. He moves with a like a light, loving energy, like all three of us do. But it's never been like a weaselly, pipsqueaky energy. He moves like the confident nigga he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The reason I didn't want to leave this is I was gonna say the other thing is if you take the stand-up specials, right? People got the ones that they like, people got the ones they don't like, tomato, right? What we do know is everybody loves those first two. Everybody loves Seriously Funny and Grown Little Men. Mm-hmm. If you understand comedy, everybody says that those two. So Kevin Hart has as many classic stand-up specials as Eddie Murphy. Keep going. All right, cool. So because there's two great specials, like two specials that you can consider classics. Okay. Next to that, right? The other thing that's like really obvious is maybe they're talking movies, shit like that, right? But we know Kevin can show up hilarious in movies because we all saw Paper Soldier, right?
Paper Soldiers is legendary.
Paper Soldiers is legendary.
We did.
Paper Soldiers is hilarious. We all saw Think Like a Man.
That was the one.
Another great one, right? Okay.
That was the one that put him over.
Now, what I would say is
that was his girls' trip,
right? Yes. What I would say is, and here's something that Kevin does better than I could say most comedians at any level. You can go as far back as you want, or as far forward as you want. One of the things that Kevin does better than I would, he's probably top 2, top 3 in this position. Maybe top 5 at the worst. When Kevin shows up to a couch or a moment or like a guest special appearance, that nigga delivers. Kevin Hart's hosting the BET Awards, deliver. Kevin Hart's gonna be on Jimmy Fallon, delivers. Kevin Hart's at the Trumpet Awards, deliver. Kevin Hart's coming out to give somebody an Oscar, that nigga always delivers in those situations. All right.
Hey, enough of Kev, because me and Kev got a little beef that I'm not even going to speak about publicly right now. Enough about his greatness and what
wait, I don't want you. I want you because there's a question at the end of this.
Oh,
you set all that up, right? And then let me ask this. I'd be willing to say the conversation we were just having a second ago about the cancellation culture and how they make everything weird to talk about. One of the reasons Kev's so successful is he's kind of missed all those points, right? Because he don't do shit worth canceling. But the reason you guys might be saying what is or what isn't funny is because you're limiting the risk that people can take without fucking being canceled.
Yeah.
The shit that was hilarious a while ago, I don't even know if you can still do.
Yeah. Well, his old
not
stuff.
Not even him, just in general.
In general,
I think a lot of people's old stuff is subject to cancellation today. That's safe to say, right? Hey, Rush Hour 2 would be canceled if it came out today. I watched that movie. It was Chris Tucker at his finest. The scenes in that, I was like, oh my God, this couldn't come out right now. And I love it. They were watching these whack ass movies with no risk. I'm like, yo, this ain't even cool. And that's why I'm writing Our Girls Trip right now, y'all. I'm writing that movie.
Guys Trip.
Yeah, Guys Trip. Right.
Yo, so this is the question, right?
It was the question.
And it could be for Kev or it could be it's just a general comment question. Because I ain't gonna say knowing Kev, but knowing comics, and like I've been around Kev a little bit, but how much do you think the success matters versus the perception of you just not being funny?
I think it weighs a lot. I think one of the most offensive things you could say to a comic is "you're not funny."
Yeah,
I think it's what's the name? I'm pretty sure I've showed y'all this before.
Oh yeah. No, we laughed. Yeah, we was talking about that the other day.
Right.
We just talking about offensive shit, nigga. I'm pretty sure we saw this.
Hey,
funny.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Lance. If I'm hearing, this is what I'm taking from your question. I do feel like there are comedians that are like, in order for me to reach this level of success, I'm going to have to play this route and maybe avoid doing this, something that people may see. How am I supposed to? This shit is funny, man. I mean,
this is after they pray, nigga. This is how they get the food, bro.
It's just all that. Hey, man. But hey, I do think the success can hinder and put you in a lane of people viewing you a certain way because you may not want to take certain risks that people would respect because you're just like, hey, this clean version or this version is going to put more money in my pocket, which in a way is also respectable to people.
Yeah. What? Do they still make fun of big people on? Oh no, well, Charles Barkley can't do it no more. So yeah, you can't make fun of fat people no more.
Oh my God, bro.
But yeah, where you at? Where you at with it, BT? As far as like, what if you were known by like your peers and the people you respect? I'm not saying that this is the position Kev's in, but I'm saying like the people you respect and your peers were like, yeah, this nigga ain't funny, but you were the most successful nigga in the world. How would you feel about that?
That would be fucking irritating. It'd be irritating as fuck. And I don't know. Maybe there's a part of me that had me, BT. How would I feel about? Yeah, my ego would come into this. I would absolutely start showing up and booking niggas on shows with me.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Mike, you see that?
Did I see what?
You focus on BT's shirt.
No, man. Let me see that shirt. Whoa. Let me see that.
This ain't it. It's coming. It's coming in order. Gave it in order.
Okay.
Oh no. Yo, what? Oh no. Oh, with the stuff in the back.
All right, man. Hey, man, we gotta respect his unveil. But I just seen the peak, and I was like, yo, what's going on over there?
This is a demo. This is a demo shirt. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's en route.
But you're saying that you'd be irritating as shit is like.
Hey man, listen. I might start booking shows, bro. Because that's another thing. Maybe that's part of it. Okay. Might have. We know that Kev was in the trenches with these comics, but we also know Kev took a different path. And it seems like some of the ridicule that he gets is from comics that are also in a high position that took the traditional path. Let's say that, okay, let's put it like
this. What's different?
I'll show you. Most of the black comics that are successful either came out of Def Jam or they were hosted Comic View. Most of them. Right? You could sum up most of high-level Black Hollywood in one of those spaces.
Okay.
Deion Cole, Cedric Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, Martin. You outside of before Eddie,
or you got one more is SNL.
I'll give you SNL. Who are you
talking? If you're talking Chris Rock, you talking Tracy Morgan, you talking Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, but even Rock Morgan, they all did Def Jam also.
Yeah.
Kevin never did Def Jam.
Yes, he did.
He did it after when it came back. But Kevin also really never did Comic View until after when he hosted it. But he wasn't like one of the Comic View comics either. Yeah. And also not from SNL. So his pop is kind of in an untraditional way. And maybe there's a certain aspect of the business that looks at him like an outsider. Because remember, you listened to the book, Mike?
Yeah.
When he was talking about like they would put together these tours and they'd be like so and so. Those tours that come around, it's like all these great headliners, and he would get offered to do those tours, and he was like, I don't want to do these. Like I'd rather be doing my own shows or doing my own tours. I don't want to do the 5 headliners show coming to a stadium, near you. He was like, I didn't want to do that. So maybe there's that also, right? Maybe.
This is what I want to know. Who's saying this? Are we saying that black people only are saying this? Are we saying that everyone is saying this about him? Is it
I'm saying races? Whoever's saying it about him got his attention.
Amen.
So it had to be enough people.
It's his peers. It's some of his peers.
We're the loudest voice, man. I feel like black people are the loudest voice. That's why you're not hearing stereotypes about white comics not being funny. When has everyone ever said that
Seinfeld ain't funny?
Yeah. Right. No, like you don't hear that. It's not amplified. It gotta be because black people are saying that about him. Because I just don't hear it so loud about other people.
Let me say this. Because I believe that to an extent. But then if I look at a parallel with not a parallel, an interesting comparison to Kevin Hart is Dane Cook.
Right.
Kevin Kev says Dane Cook kind of showed him how to use social media.
Yes.
Remember, Dane Cook blew up on MySpace, and Vicious Circle at that time was the most people I had ever seen at a comedy show, and it was all from MySpace.
Yeah.
Kev took that to YouTube and then to Twitter and then so on and so forth, and done the same thing. Dane Cook took that from stand-up to movies the same way Kev did, and Dane Cook got the big "He's Not Funny" label.
But that's what I'm saying. I think there might be something. I think what has happened is there was a variable of events that causes this energy, right? If like right now, if I look up a tour, I'm pretty sure there's a tour going out, and I'm just throwing out names. That's probably Michael Blackson, Just Hilarious, Bruce, D.L. Hewley, and Ricky Smiley, like one of those tours, right? And this the Crown Royal Presents tour, whatever, right? And some more, whatever, right? This tour go around to all these different cities. Hella black people show up. Hella black people love the show. Remember, if you read the book, Kevin said he didn't do these kind of dates. Mm-hmm. He did like one or two, like, oh no, I don't want to be no parts of this. I want to do my own shows, pack them out. I need it to be on me. It can't be like this, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe let's call that the high. That's not the chitlin circuit, but let's say it's the chitlin and cheese circuit, right? Like it's like maybe there's a groundwork of those people that never saw Kevin Hart have the best set amongst these people, because the time he saw it is Shaq All Stars, because Shaq All Stars is this dude was the best dude tonight.
Yes,
and maybe right. So maybe because that's how it was received to them, then take that little subsection. Take what you just said about social media and an age group, right? So you got an age group of people that love Kevin Hart that are the social media age, and an age group of people that just are learning Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe it's because he intersects at a weird subset, because we know it's not because he's not funny.
Yeah,
it's really not that.
So that's the question. It's like, why is it being said if we know personally someone's funny? Why is he able to just have these type of rocks thrown?
The real answer is because he's too much on top, and no matter who's in that spot, people are not hating on you as much as they're hating on that spot.
I agree. Yo, man, that's it, man.
Did you ever hear this about Kat? Did you ever hear this about Eddie? Did you ever hear this about Martin? I think Mike Epps goes and says what he says about Kevin because Kevin ain't bust Mike's ass on stage enough times.
That's possible, but this is the thing about Eddie, right? Is he done 2 stand-ups and got up out of there. Kat was so spread out. Like Kat has been an afterthought to a lot of mainstream for 15 years now.
Martin, I've never, nigga, you named the cop, Chris Rock, Chappelle. I've never seen what Kevin gets.
I've never seen them get this big.
You've never seen a comic get this big? They don't do it to Chappelle, bro. Nobody running around talking about Chappelle's not funny.
Hey, this didn't happen to Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy was bigger than this if you go by the perception at the time.
Yeah, I'm only talking about stand-up right now, because people can be bigger because they're doing sitcoms and these things, but I'm talking about nigga Kev has 7 stand-up specials. And the first one was the smallest one. So he has 6 stand-up specials that have been huge. Seen, like everyone's seen them. Let me make sure I'm not Grown Little Man, Seriously Funny, Laugh at My Pain, What Now? What
Irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
Zero fucks.
Zero fucks given. 6. But I feel like I'm missing one. What was the one at the stadium called?
That's What Now.
That's What Now?
What Now is at the stadium, yeah.
No, I thought What Now was New York when he gave the tears at the end.
I thought What Now is coming out of the stadium. You talking about the Philly at the football field.
So that's irresponsible then.
I got nothing. I think it was an irresponsible tour, but that might be Laughing My Pain.
Laughing My Pain was all right. That's when you're talking about his dad and all that shit.
Laughing My Pain was also really, really good. I
seen Laugh at My Pain live when he was in SAC, and I said, this is the greatest shit I ever seen before. And then when I seen the special, I was like, no, it's still good, but it wasn't what I've seen live. Because we understand as comics, when you see something live, it is a different experience.
Okay, so let's two things can be true, right? One, we know that we're getting more information than we used to because of social media and more people have an opinion, right? But that's not really where my crux comes from, right? The people are going to say whatever they want to say. And I would say, as much as we're trying to keep this in the realm of stand-up, a lot of the people might be drawing this to an oversaturation and a parallel for movies. I just feel like it's the same people that don't like Beyonce. It's just like, I'm sick of her. Give somebody else a chance. It's those people. It's like, that motherfucker just trying to be great. What are you talking about, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm more inclined with the comics that say it.
Okay, you talking? We strictly talking about the comics who say it right now
because that's the anomaly. Like I think they're one and the same, but the comics like doubling down on what people are saying. It's like they should know better because we're all in the same rooms, bro. You saw it.
Hey man,
you talking about TK Kirkland and who else?
It was. I know Mike Epps and Mike Epps. He let it go. You know what I mean?
Isn't this obvious though? Like, we know why the comics are saying this, man. These are comics that see levels they'll probably never even consider reaching. So it's how we was raised in battle rap. We was all birthed in hip hop. Like, what do you do in hip hop? You do robbing the industry. You come out and you take shots at the big heads for a little bit, so now we can have that conversation about TK Kirkland, because he's the one that said that. It's all intertwined, but is it to say he's not funny?
It just sounds crazy because if you talk to somebody like I've had conversations with Corey Holcomb, Corey is probably the most opinionated, one of the largest voices in stand-up when you're talking about the outside opinionated zero. And Corey will be like, yeah, you never gonna catch me on that Kevin not funny shit because Kevin has called me to do dates with him. Kevin has called me to do dates with him, and I'm looking at him like, nigga, you know what I'm about to do. He's like, yeah, do you. Don't change anything. And that's what hilarious niggas say. And he said, I go and I'll destroy that bitch, and that nigga would go and ride. He said, you're not gonna catch me on that shit.
Hey man, can I tell you why Eddie Murphy is one of my favorites? It's for what you just said. He didn't care who else was on the show. Like, literally, look at the movie Life. I'm with Martin. Look at Boomerang, Chris Rock, Martin, David Allen Greer. Like, he didn't care who was on set because he knew who he was. And that's why, man, I hold him on some elite status like that.
He's still like that too.
Yo, man, that's the thing. Hey, man, who was I talking to? Y'all know he be throwing shows at his house.
Who?
Eddie Murphy be throwing little private shows.
Did you see the Eddie and Kevin interview thing? Did you hear Kevin has a comedy podcast?
Oh yeah, he has a podcast. Yeah,
and him and Arsenio are both on the show, and when Kev is like saying shit. Eddie's response is like, nigga, I'm Eddie. like today, nigga. This was like 2 months ago, nigga. He was like, yeah, man. So how do you feel about this, that? He's like, nigga, I feel like Eddie. It was the greatest thing ever, bro. I was like, I'm fucking goat, bro.
But no, so because it's the thing, right? Eddie Murphy's greatest comedian of all time, right? All things considered. Right? Hey man, we're talking movies, stand-up, sketch.
Lance, look, don't let me forget something, but keep going.
Impressions. It's like, and then because that's another thing. this is the thing with Eddie Murphy. And we can always just go prove it.
Yes.
Like, no. See, and this is the thing about comics, right? When comics get in a room, comics know who the funniest nigga in this room is.
Yes.
And you'll see comics trying to prove they're the funniest nigga. And no, hey man, Eddie's right there, bro. Is just the funniest person here, bro.
Yes. And maybe now on stage it might be something a little different. But in this room, it is what it is. Because wait, so Lance, this nigga asked. So Kevin's like talking about asking. I think he asked Arsenio if he had some shows, and he was like, he was doing like some show at a drive-in. And I guess they always do this with Eddie. They always like trying to nudge him towards comedy. So they was like, "Hey Eddie, maybe you should stop by, man, and do a set or whatever." He was like, "What?" he was like, "Yeah, man, he's like, you come and come do the show or whatever." And Eddie was like, "Nigga, you do the show." Like, you want me to take 30 years off and my grand coming back at a drive-through with a bunch of people honking at me instead of laughing? Nigga, you do the show. It's fucking phenomenal, bro.
I'm looking at it right here, and it's 43 minutes long.
Yes.
Which I need it to be 5 hours.
I need it to be 12.
Hey man, but look at this. I think part of that reasoning too, where like Eddie it's how flawless he is across the grid. Like the stand-up spoke for itself. The sketches, ridiculous. The movies, it was no drop-off. There's no drop-off on damn it, pick a movie. Just pick a movie, man. And it's like everybody is not that way evenly across the board. Some are like their stand-up is polished and then the movies don't land. Then it's the other way around where some comics, man, they just better on screen than they are as a stand-up.
This is the question, Mike. If you had to rank Eddie, right, as far as what you like, sketch, stand-up, movies, how would that go for you?
If I had to rank him above what? It's just
one, two, three. What you like best from him?
What do I like best from Eddie easily is movies, sketch, stand-up.
I got the exact same order.
I'm ranking Eddie against himself.
Yeah, I'm just what do you like best out of him?
That's hard, bro. I guess I go movie, stand-up, sketch.
No, hey man, I'm gonna add a category. Movies, sketch, interviews, stand-up.
Music.
No, hell yeah. Yo, man, but the interviews, I respect interviews. Like what you were saying about Kev.
Yes.
Kev came out and does a set. He does a 5-minute, you don't interrupt him set in the middle of interviews, man. Chris Rock's the same. Bill Burr's the same. They come out and they drop. Louis C.K.
Jamie Foxx.
Louis
high on that list.
Fox is high on that list. Tracy Morgan's high on that list.
Tracy Morgan probably is the elite. I might got Tracy over all of them in interviews, man. Yo, you see Tracy interviews? Yo,
Tracy's dumb solid.
Yo, man.
Between Tracy, I think Tracy, Jamie, and Kev are probably the top for me. I love Eddie's interviews, but I'm talking funny. Eddie's interviews be very poignant sometimes. They be very funny sometimes. They be like a gambit. But Eddie is really cool. He's really laid back when you see him not on stage.
He's Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z interviews.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing, man. Certain people, they land in them interviews, man.
Yeah. But you talking about that Trumpet Awards? That Trumpet Awards hard to fuck with, bro. Kevin at the Trumpet Awards, did you see that shit?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Kevin, because I don't even know if he's supposed to be there.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yo, man, he went off, man.
Yo.
It's like, hey, man, and you know what? I'm who I am, whatever. But man, when it's time to shine, that's how you do it. Yo, man.
That's God. Kev's BT Awards. It's hard to Kev's BT Awards. When he hosted the BT Awards, it was perfect. Kev on Wildin' Out.
All right, hey, man. I got somebody else in interviews. The Wayans Brothers. You ever seen the Wayans Brothers in interviews, man? I'm talking Marlon and Sean in interviews, man.
Really?
Yo, they just cancel out whoever they're talking to and just be, hey, it'd be wild. They do some great comedy interviews.
Yeah,
I got them
in sketch.
You said sketch?
I would go sketch, movie, stand up.
It's already funny, man, but it's funny for a different reason. Right.
Come on, for the Wayans or Eddie?
For the Wayans.
Okay.
For Eddie, it's movies, stand up, maybe interviews, then sketch. Maybe.
And as a fellow recording artist,
oh man, might be top, bro. If you talk about musical artists that also did stand up, I mean, listen, there's Eddie, there's Duval,
there's Nick Cannon,
there's Kevin's above Cannon, but interesting.
He's never brought up in this conversation.
Yeah, because he got Gigolo though. He got Gigolo. They should do a versus with him and Joe Budden. Just Gigolo versus
and Jamie got to be at the top of that list.
Jamie's at the top. There it is. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Jamie's at the top. Jamie's one. Duval's up there. Eddie got a few under his belt. Act like party all the time, or what's up with you? Ain't jamming if you want to, nigga.
And where do you rank?
Oh man, shit.
Yourself, humbly.
Give me 2 more months, nigga. I'm coming for the top.
Yo, I like that.
Coming for that number 7 spot.
Hey man,
I can honestly say I'm better than most, nigga. Hey man, writing raps is fun to the motherfucker, nigga.
Yo, you don't even have to be humble. It's rap.
Hey, bro. Hey, as in comedy as well, my pen is nice. Fuck with that. Fuck that shit, nigga. I'm figuring out delivery. I'm figuring out cadence and all that other shit, but my pen is getting nicer by the day I feel away, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm out here, nigga.
Yeah.
Big bars.
Big bar life, nigga.
Hey man, look at this. We gone from that. I just changed it all. What y'all think about Zion Williamson family putting out there that they don't like him on that team?
Yeah, nigga, it's over, bro. They finna lose Zoe. It's over, bro.
You know what's interesting, right? There's a few things. For one, I never know where these reports come from. The way the media is set up in such a way where they just put shit out. It's a possibility that this family ain't say shit to nobody. They just put shit out because they need shit to talk about. The day before was that Luka's not happy in Dallas. You know what I mean? And then tomorrow is gonna be that, Jason Tatum is starting to feel a way about Boston, or they just do that shit. Who knows? But if you're just gonna entertain that, it's like, nigga, you ain't played.
Yeah.
You didn't play your first year for the most part, and then last year was your first time playing. It's gonna take. I can understand the frustration as far as the way Zion plays, and they say, you know what, we know what you got to put around him: Eric Bledsoe and Steven Adams. That's weird. You know, there's nothing wrong with them as players. Just for the fit with Zion is interesting. But besides that, it's
I'm sorry. We always get into some hoop shit, but we did comedy a lot today, nigga. First of all, last night was amazing, just in general. There's been a lot of good basketball. I
didn't see nothing last night. You talking about the Hawks?
I didn't either. Hey, but I heard it was a comeback.
Nigga, Trae Young, the gang. You hear me? This boy Ice Trae is for watching Trae Young and Damian Lillard play make me more and more irritated with Steph. He's Steph too good, bro. He has to start to take over. He don't have to. Let's say Steph runs the point 25 to 30% of the game right now, and Draymond takes the rest of those duties. I want Steph to raise that to 50 to 60%. Don't have to do it the whole game, but he don't have to keep running off pin. We don't need that, bro. Just pull up. You good,
hey, man? This is what's messed up, though. Come on, man. Second splash. This is easy. Clay coming back next year. He not gonna be 100% Clay, and now Steph has somebody to default to and someone else to split time with. We want Michael Jordan. You're not gonna get that out of Steph.
No, I don't even need Michael. Yeah, just correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Steph handle is one of the best handles in basketball. Yes.
Yes.
Maybe top 5, top 10 for sure, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Steph's shooting ability is best of all time. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Not definitely he's in the conversation top 5 of eternity, right? Okay. His range is crazy. His offensive understanding is crazy. Correct me if I'm wrong. His passing ability is also great.
Yes.
Great finisher and a great shooter. I need that nigga to start controlling the point more.
Now, here's the problem, and I'm going to tell you why that's not happening. Because Steph likes to be liked. Kobe didn't care if you liked him. We going to win, and I'm putting everybody on my back. Mike didn't care. We winning. Steph is like, we're going out to dinner afterwards. And I don't want them pissed off at me that I took 49 shots, even though I hit 48 of them bitches. He wants to have a great dinner, and we enjoy the camaraderie, and we don't only talk about me. We talk about everyone at this dinner. And I think that could be the no ego could be the flaw.
I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, because I'm okay with that. Watch this. I'm not even gonna look at yesterday. I'm gonna look at the game before this, right? So not yesterday's game, but the game before that was, here it is. I'm just look at some simple numbers, right? This nigga Trae Young had 25 points and 18 assists. As good as Draymond is at setting niggas up, listen, bro. Even if you see the double coming and you pass it, I need that nigga to start running the point more, because it's starting to put him at a default, and it showed up in that Lakers game, and they would have been in the fucking playoff, and this shit would have been really fucking interesting if they were there.
Well, the interesting part is that's why stats are tricky, because Steph be having 40 assists. They just come from somebody else passing it. Steph Curry, when he runs off a screen, 3 niggas follow him. And now someone else made the pass, but actually it was assisted by Steph Curry's motion, and it left 2 people butt naked open.
Yeah,
it's just a different way to distribute.
I agree, but I want to put more people in motion.
Let me tell you, BT, why you never get this Steph. The reason you never get the Steph, and you're never going to get the Steph that you want to see, is because he has 3 titles being the other Steph. The one who distributes, the one who gets people involved, and the one who will drop 30. He will drop 30, but he didn't get it by being Kobe. He got it by
not will drop 30. He led the league in scoring. He averaged 31 this year.
I'm not talking about
he will drop 50 sometimes.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
I'm not talking about the so much the scoring. I'm talking about the gameplay, because this is what happens, right? We know that you could. What he also doesn't have is he's never been Finals MVP, and we know he wants that.
No, but he was the Finals MVP.
He was not the Finals MVP.
I don't give a fuck who they gave the trophy to.
He wasn't, bro.
If anybody who has ever seen and understands an inkling of basketball knows that Steph Curry was easily the Finals MVP.
With year one?
Year one, for sure. It wasn't even close. First off, he won regular season MVP, and he had better stats in the finals than he had his MVP season.
Yeah, but he was so necessary.
So he was necessary?
No, I'm saying in the finals, the reason that we saw that they had beat the Cavs that first year is because Iggy was guarding LeBron, and that nigga was hitting his open shots, bro.
Why was he open?
Why was who open? Iggy, because of Steph. I have no argument there. Hey, I don't care. I can get you, but that ain't on the books, baby. What? I made you open, ain't on the books. I agree with you. This is not about Steph scoring for me, right? Because this is what happens. It happened in that Lakers game. We've seen this. It happened in the Memphis game. When you play like that, when you come off all these screens and so on and so forth, and it's close to the end of the game, everybody in the world wants Steph Curry taking his shot. But you got to rely on – he is making himself a big man. He's one of the things about Shaq. Shaq, one of the most best players to ever play, one of the most dominant. One of the flaws is you got to wait for somebody to give you the ball. Steph Curry, who we all agree has one of the best handles, one of the best shots, and can get to the rim on it, you're making somebody get you the ball. Nigga, you don't need that, bro. Well, no, he does not need somebody to get him the ball.
They do that throughout the flow of the game. So what you're talking about with this Laker game is really coming down to one play when he actually had the ball. The problem was they called a high screen and roll. And when you call a screen and roll, there's nothing else for the defense to do except trap. Of course they're going to trap the screen. So now,
bitch.
Well, now he was really far when they called the screen.
And that's why you still shoot that bitch. He got the range, bro. Shoot that bitch.
The issue is you don't call for a screen because all a screen is going to do is provide a trap. Now, if they
that too.
You said what now?
I like that too.
You like what too?
I like you not calling for the screen and pulling that bitch like you did against the fucking OKC from damn near the half.
That's definitely more entertaining basketball. Will you win? Will you win? It's more fun to watch, and I know this is all entertainment, but I just don't think you win with that. He's won with what he's won with. He's not. I think your problem, BT, is you want him to have Kobe heart.
It ain't about Kobe heart. He has all that shit Kobe got.
I agree. I want him to.
He just wants him to play different.
I just want him to play different. Cause look. I just want him to play slightly different, bro. Look, I want him to add more of what we see the best point guards in the game have in their game. Because he already has the skill set.
No, okay, he's the best point guard in the game.
Is he though?
But I want to play different. Hey man, look at this.
He's the best.
Hey man, look, I have
a
yes. Hey, look, man, they want you to do that. They want you to do something different that you do on stage. But you like, hey man, I've won with this. I'm winning. But they like, yo, BT, we want you to start doing that singing shit. We saw you doing interviews on your stage performance. Yo, man, come on, just play different. And man, I trust you. You're gonna win if you do that.
I'll mix it in a little bit, bro. Look,
you gonna, man, who you playing for?
If y'all saying that niggas, look. If I'm on a stage and y'all like, man, everybody else, you had a good set, but man, you're not the MVP. But like, you know what I mean? We see how your set up everybody else's set. I'm gonna go. I might have to throw a little audible in there, bro, because just look at fuck what I'm talking about. Look at Dame. Look at Trey. Look at fucking look at fucking niggas. There's a long list.
You keep naming people who don't have the resume of Steph Curry. They need to be looking at him.
No,
why would Steph look and say, I need to get where Trae Young is at?
He needs to be more like John Morant.
Yeah, that's backwards.
I think he should just listen. I'm not saying I want Steph to dominate the ball. I'm not saying take away Draymond's green thing. I'm saying there should be more times where we see him run the point. He's really not a point guard. He's really a two guard. He's Rip Hamilton, but he is.
What? No. What is a point guard?
The nigga's Rip Hamilton.
Now this is a different conversation. What is a point guard?
A little nigga that dribbles the ball, nigga. You're a point guard.
What is a point guard? Because
Lance, you're a better shooter than me. You got a better handle than me, nigga. I'm Draymond Green. You want me to pass you the ball, nigga, or you gonna bring the ball up court?
Listen to this, right? Listen to this.
You gonna run on picks. Mike is in the corner set up. He Clay, nigga. I'm gonna bring the ball up court. No, nigga. I do this every now and then to take a little pressure off you, but baby, the game on the line, nigga. I need you to bring the ball up the court.
Listen to this. Right?
If nobody understands Draymond more, nigga, I do, nigga. I ain't gonna have no buckets up as a rebound, some assists, I'm gonna play good defense, nigga. Oh, there go my friend. There go my friend. No, nigga, bring the ball up, Lance. This nigga is 30 seconds left. I'm nervous in the
BT in the corner checking his phone in the game.
Man.
Don't pass me the
rock. It's game point. You got the ball like
even in your life, you like no, they passed him the ball and then they called the screen and roll. No, nigga, don't pass him the ball. Give him the fucking ball. Don't everybody move. And if
that's what happened.
If you see the double coming, you shoot that bitch. You shoot you jack that bitch before they get there. Cause you shooting a shot is better than what Draymond did.
It shouldn't be. But don't listen to Steph Curry, if you hear this, don't jack that bitch up with a double coming. What you do
jack that bitch, nigga.
If nothing else, you go away from the double team. This is something that Kobe was always great at. If Kobe seen a double coming from the right, he just went to the left. He didn't pull that bitch. He went to the left. If the double's coming from this way, you go the other way. You turn over the other shoulder. But this is the interesting thing, though. What is a point guard? If you're saying the other point guards, who are you talking about when you say point guard?
We only talking about Chris Paul. He's a point guard.
You talking about Dame Lillard? The nigga shooting 40 times a game? Is that a point guard?
No, listen, man.
Iverson wasn't a point guard.
Little nigga that dribbles the ball. I just want this nigga to have the ball more, bro. I just want Steph. I don't think that's bad. I just want Steph Curry to dribble the ball more.
That's why you would be the worst coach. You just like, hey, man, I want you to dribble, Steph. He's like, but there's other guys open. I don't give a fuck about them.
About none of that.
You dribble the ball.
You dribble the ball.
And if we win, we win. We lose, we lose.
Because they lost.
Let me ask you this. Does Steph Curry already take a number of egregious shots that you only accept because he's Steph Curry?
Sure. But I don't even count the shots as egregious because he's Steph Curry and he has his range and his thing. But this is the setup, right? Here's the issue. I would be totally in line with how Steph played if I thought that he shot better off the catch than he did off the dribble. And he don't. It's about the same, if not slight. It's like barely.
He's the greatest shooter. It's the same.
And if niggas shoot off the dribble, why do you need the catch?
No. This is the higher levels of basketball you get to. This is all it's about. All it is trying to find an open look. That's all they're doing. Like if you ever hoop with like, it don't even got to be an NBA player. Anybody who's played high level basketball.
Like me.
Exactly. They take shots that you wouldn't even think to take because the higher you get, once I have a look, I'm shooting that bitch. It's just about getting a look. So Steph is playing that way just to get a look, and you're trying to get the easiest looks that you can. You don't want to do all that work for every shot. So if I can run off the ball, come off a screen and get a look, boom. If I can get a screen roll and get a big man switched off to me, if he's a little too late on the switch, I got to open look. That's all it is. You're just trying to find good looks. And the greatest of great players just make shots without having great looks. So they make shit look regular that's not regular.
I still want Steph to run off screens. I still want him to get a screen roll. I still want Draymond to what's that. I just don't want that nigga not bringing the ball up court. I just want him to go from 25% of the time to about 45, 50.
Okay, bringing the ball up court is overrated.
All right, man. Look, I got this. Wait a minute, Lance. You froze up. You want him to take things more into his own hands, like that guy. Did y'all see this man? And we could touch on this lightly, man. That dude that was on trial that represented himself. Y'all saw that video?
That's all I'm saying, baby.
That's what you want Steph to do. You want him to represent himself.
That's it, baby. Big hair.
Yeah, it was something about his hair that said this nigga's going to prison.
This nigga's very guilty.
But he had time too. He had time to cut the hair, man.
Nah. He said, I'm representing myself, and I know what happened better than anybody. And they said he being accused of killing his whole family.
Oh, yeah. That's the crazy part. The crazy part is that he killed his family.
Yo, man, I bet you it was just no lawyer that would take the case. They was like, yeah, I know I do this. But
you gonna add a loss to my shit for no reason?
I ain't just trying to get an L.
You like, clearly this nigga did it.
Somebody was like, hey man, you do it. He was like, all right.
And the fucked up part is the nigga got a suit on.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.